Hey everyone, Ed Burton here again, and here is my review for Emperor, the recently released film starring Matthew Fox, yes, Tommy Lee Jones. It's about an investigation on the Emperor of China, I believe, that he bombed, you know, if he bombed Pearl Harbor, and should he, be killed, or what? Can we prove that he did it? Or something of that nature. So mixed emotions on this. Mostly, just doing the Oz review, I'd say Oz was better than this. When I was going into this movie, thinking, oh well, this will be, probably maybe even Oscar worthy. I was, because the way these biographies are doing now with Lincoln, with Argo, some of the best movies of 2012 were part biography, part Argo and Lincoln. So kind of underwhelmed, kind of disappointed. Again, I was kind of shocked when it was an hour and a half, and knowing what this is about. It's like, wow, only an hour and a half. That's kind of unusual because, again, these biographies take time to tell the story because a lot happens. So that was one of the problems. It already going into the bad. The problem was it was really too short. I mean, it was rushed. The pacing wasn't very good. It was very rushed. It was the pacing of it wasn't very good. The timing wasn't very good. There wasn't enough development to the story or the characters for a person to get emotionally involved. They just said, okay, Pearl Harbor happened, care. And yes, we do care. Us as Americans, we do care. But at least acknowledge that you're still fighting for Pearl Harbor. These are people for these. This is in honor of Pearl Harbor, because it really is. And they only reference Pearl Harbor maybe once or twice, which I do think was a bad idea. And that fits in with no passion. There's no passion to this movie. There's no, okay, we are going to make this a fantastic movie. We are going to give it our all to make this the best movie we can. It was just a movie. Okay, Lincoln did good. Emperor did good. Pearl Harbor, the movie. Michael Bay. God, why did he do that movie? But I digress. That made a lot of money, so Emperor will obviously make a lot of money. And people will care because it's referring to Pearl Harbor. Again, yeah, we do, but at the same time, you have to keep us interested. Because for the most of us, we already know what happened, with the Emperor of China and all this. So if you're not going to give us your best, well, we'll just watch a documentary on it, So another problem, huge problem, probably the biggest problem in this movie, Matthew Fox. He is probably, just like Mila Kunis as the Wicked Witch of the West, Matthew Fox is probably one of the worst choices to be in this role. Now, there's a romance going on with him and another one of the Chinese women. He was fine in that. I believed him as to be this kind of bachelor, kind of romantic kind of guy. I believed that. I could trust him. As a soldier, nothing. Didn't do anything for me. Not one word not one word he spoke as a soldier made me believe he was a soldier. You could obviously tell that he was probably doing this for the money and the fact that it was called Emperor and it was about what it was about. It didn't seem like he did any research. He was just there to be there and just didn't care. It was just another role for him, which isn't fair to the audience, to America. To represent such a great guy and then to really downplay him and not really do it to the best of your ability. I just didn't see passion for Matthew Fox. I thought he was kind of awkward. He was kind of kiddish. I mean, his voice isn't very soldier-like, commanding. I thought he was very, just very anticlimactic as a character and as an actor. I expected more from Matthew Fox because he was great in Lost. Just, again, he just didn't fit this role, and I don't really think he was trying to the best ability of his ability to fit this role. there just seemed to be no passion at all until the third half. Now, I will get to the third half later. The third half is really good. I mean, I will give this film credit. The third half is very good, but I will get to that later. The characters aren't very developed, not very interesting. I mean, back to, again, you have the wrong actors playing. Even Tommy Lee Jones, oh my god. I mean, Tommy Lee Jones is one of my favorite actors. I mean, he's done great movies, including Lincoln. And this, again, felt like another role for him. There's only one thing he did get right from MacArthur, or whatever his character's name was how he holds his shoulders like this. He kind of holds his shoulders like this, not really like this, more like this, as more of like an old kind of hunchback, you know, and he did get that right, as shown by a picture after in the credits. But again, there's really no passion for Tommy Lee Jones for this role. There's no passion with Matthew Fox. There's no passion at all. The one character I did enjoy a lot, I mean, this was one of the characters that I kind of got teary-eyed with, was the servant that served Matthew Fox in the movie. He's like what Alfred is to Bruce Wayne, except Bruce Wayne isn't that douchey to Alfred as Matthew Fox is to this Chinese guy. Until the end, of course. But he, oh my god, he is such a great actor. He's such you know, I don't even know his name. I feel so bad. I don't even know his character's name, which makes me even, make me feel more bad, because he did such a good job, and he was so good at doing this. You could tell he was doing it all, and this role meant a lot to him, because he was doing his best for this movie. I loved him in this movie. I thought he was the only character that I could actually, you know, find interesting and really, you know, feel sorry for, and all this with his backstory and all this. So I did enjoy that character. Again, there's not much to this movie, so there's not much to say about it. That's all the bad there really is to it, because that sums up the whole film. So the romance was good. I did enjoy the romance. Matthew Fox and the Chinese girl, again, don't even know her name, but they had great chemistry together. I like the scenes they were in together. The third half, alright, let's get to the third half. The third half was probably the only thing to make this film the rating that it was, because the third half is, you know, of course, towards the end, towards the climax, but kind of like pre-climax and then climax, then post-climax. And they really showed a lot of passion in that half. I think they finally, you know, just said, okay, this is the half that matters most. This is the half that we need to get right, because a lot of stuff happens in this time period. So we really need to get this right, and they did. They no doubt did. I loved the third half. The third half was probably, undoubtedly, the best part in this, you know, movie. So I think the third half was absolutely brilliant. It was dramatic. It was romantic. It was funny. It was clever. It was historically factual. It was passionate. And that's what I wanted through the whole movie, was passion. And this film just didn't give all that it could give until the third half. So I praised it on the third half, but the other two halves was just bleh. You know, that's basically all I can say. So again, kind of a short review, but again, there's not much to this movie. The third half is absolutely worth seeing. But would I see it in theaters? No. Would I wait for the DVD? Yes. Catch it on demand, because it's only on demand, or Netflix when it's released in theaters. So check it out on Netflix, on demand, Redbox. You know, so check it out there. Not worth seeing in theaters. Probably won't be out in theaters. It's probably not in many theaters. So out of a 10-star, I give it a 5.5 out of 10-star. Just again for the romance and the third half, because the third half was 25 minutes to a half hour long. So, you know, there's quite a bit to talk about, and there was a lot to focus on in that. So they did a good job in the third half. The romance throughout the movie was good, but there's just not much else to it. Not worth seeing in theaters. Catch it on demand. Catch it on Netflix. Catch it in the Redbox. So again, final rating, 5.5 out of 10 stars. A New Star Rising. I will get you that review tomorrow, as I noted in The Great and the Powerful. Make sure you check out our channel. Great channel, but I will get you that review ASAP tomorrow. Okay, so till next time, guys, this is Ed Burton signing off.